meantime, they are warning that more atrocities like the killings in Bucha are likely to be discovered. David.
All right, we'll be standing by to hear about these sanctions tomorrow. Mary, thank you. Our coverage of the war in Ukraine for tonight. In the meantime, we move on here this evening to the tornado emergency playing out as we're on the air tonight. Warnings and watches from Florida to the Carolinas. Already tonight, at least 6 confirmed tornadoes in Texas and Mississippi. The images tonight, the damage before dawn. This is Johnson County, Texas. A suspected tornado blowing across a parking lot in Newton, Mississippi. The tornado emergency in South Carolina. And look at this, at Auburn University in Alabama, students were told to shelter in place for a time. It's been a dangerous day again. That system on the move, as I mentioned, Florida, the Carolinas now in the coming hours. And then over the next 24 hours, Washington, D.C., Philly, New York. So we'll time this out for you. But first, Steve Osunsami with the images. He's in the storm zone in Atlanta.
Families across the South are getting the urgent storm alerts this evening. Flash floods, tornadoes, and dangerous winds.
Tornadoes behind Arnold.
There was a tornado emergency in South Carolina today. At an office east of Jackson, Mississippi, they had a camera recording when this reported tornado passed them by. And at Auburn University in Alabama, they sent students to this shelter during a frightening moment in the storm.
Cannot stress how important it is that you take action right now.
Even the leafy fairways of the Masters had to be evacuated because it wasn't safe. The threat of severe weather cut today's practice round short at the legendary golf tournament. A family south of Fort Worth, Texas, is counting their blessings tonight. Their father rushed to this trailer and rescued his 17-year-old daughter right before a tornado sent it flying.
By the time we were trying to get to the house, it had rolled over both me and him.
Outside Tyler, Texas, a man died in the storm after a tree crashed into his home. Storms are moving out of this region tonight, but another storm system is moving in that could bring another threat of severe weather here tomorrow. David?
Yes, Steve, that region waiting for this second system moving in tomorrow. In the meantime, the other system's still on the move tonight. Let's get right to meteorologist Lee Goldberg from our New York station, WABC, still timing this out for us tonight. Hey, Lee.
David, now up to 26 tornadoes from Mississippi to South Carolina. That line just moved through Valdosta.
My gosh.
It's approaching Charleston
26?
and Savannah. There's an active tornado warning northwest of Hilton Head. Numerous tornado warnings across the Carolinas. The tornado warning was extended, or watch was extended into North Carolina until midnight. The severe weather threat is going to end between 9 and midnight. And then our focus will shift to the heavy rain that's moving up through the mid-Atlantic and into the northeast. We're talking an inch to an inch and a half of rain from D.C. to Philly to New York. A very wet morning. Can you putting on roads allow for extra time? The severe weather isn't over. It's more north tomorrow. Atlanta, Macon, and Birmingham. Thankfully, late weekend of the weekend, a much more tranquil weather pattern. David.
Let's just get there. All right, Lee Goldberg. In the meantime, our thanks to you again tonight. 2 other news now, and next this evening, police in Erie, Pennsylvania are searching at this hour for a suspect wanted for a school shooting in Erie. Police say a student was shot and wounded at Erie High School, the shooter then running off. The victim rushed to the hospital. They're expected to survive. The school placed on lockdown while police secured that building. And from Sacramento tonight, authorities are now reporting new arrests after that deadly mass shooting. Smiley Martin taken into custody while hospitalized with a gunshot wound. ABC News has learned he was released from prison just weeks ago and is now charged with having a machine gun. 6 people were killed and 12 injured. Police arrested his brother Dondre Martin yesterday. A third person seen carrying a gun in the aftermath has also now been arrested. Now to Washington tonight, and Ivanka Trump testifying before the House January 6th committee for nearly 8 hours today. She was still answering questions late today. And this question tonight, will Americans ever see these interviews by the January 6th committee? Here's our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, tonight.
She was at her father's side on January 6th.